Hi, everybody. I'm here today to talk to you about love. Would you like to talk about love? Love is one of my favorite things to talk about in magical terms and in ritual terms because love is energy. The connection with another soul is a purely energetic experience. And if you've had that kind of spiritual bond with someone where, you make eye contact and you just know that that is your person, you know what I'm talking about. It really is a spiritual experience. I always tell people I think love begins in the eyes. Have you heard me say this? Because I believe that we have many lives, and I think the one part of us that never changes is our eyes. And I think that's how we recognize soulmates in this life. You make eye contact. It doesn't have to be a romantic soulmate, but just someone that you've known before, and you look into their eyes and you just know, I've seen those eyes before. Such a powerful experience. But, raising love vibrations in your life isn't just about connecting with a primary partner. It's about experiencing love in a fuller way in your life, which brings peace and joy and appreciation. It brings abundance. The more love energy there is in your life, everything else flows. Think about your heart. Your heart was the first organ to develop in your body. It was. Before anything else developed. And it's the center of your body. It is providing you with the nourishment that you need to survive, of course, but it's doing all of that work. It's pumping out into those vessels, and that's what love does in your life. It pumps out all of the other energies, the joy, the happiness, the prosperity, the health. Love is at the core of it. And for me, love is like fresh water for flowers. If you want your flowers to be beautiful and be blooming, you got to give them plenty of water. If you want your soul to bloom, it needs plenty of love. So let's bring love into our life, shall we? And the heart chakra, the fourth chakra in your body, it's right here. It's a green spinning disc in your energy field. And it's really important too to connect with your heart chakra and to think. Sometimes you can even touch your heart space when you're making a decision and think to yourself, am I making this decision from this place? Because your heart isn't going to lead you astray. Your heart really is your compass. Your heart is the place from which you move in your life and you make choices that are in alignment with your highest good. I believe that. So let's open our heart today. Now, this is a simple ritual I'm offering you today, meaning I don't want you to overcomplicate this. It's really my philosophy, and one of my core beliefs and tenets in my practice is that the simpler you make ritual and energetic work, the more likely you are to actually do it. I'm a mom. I have a job, I have a partner, I have a family, I have aging parents, I have all those things. And so if ritual becomes too complicated, I'm far less likely to do it. I like to keep it simple. I'm going to talk to you today about using a candle. This is my love candle from Sage Goddess. A pink or a red candle, this one's both. I like to cover my bases, but that's the color you're looking for in a candle. You'll need a candle for the ritual that we're doing today. You'll need a gemstone. I'm wearing rose quartz, did you see? Number one love stone has been since anyone started doing crystal energy healing work of any kind. This is the one. If you only have one love stone, this is the one you need. I'm going to show you a few others. Rhodonite. If your heart's been broken, this is the great heart healer. This is what rhodonite looks like. And I love it because the pink and the black sort of represents the light and the shadow of love, which is probably what you experienced if you have a broken heart. Rhodonite can really help heal your heart. This is orange selenite. Selenite brings joy. In this orange color, it activates the sacral chakra. So if you're looking for more romantic love, or if you're healing around trauma in a relationship, physical trauma in a relationship, that's another stone that you might want to consider because it clears and it helps support sacral chakra health and well-being. So those are the stones you might consider. Lemurian quartz. This is pink Lemurian quartz. And kind of an awesome piece of it at that. I love working with Lemurian quartz for love, because I think it has a really old, intense, and wise vibration. And it can help attract a soulmate. It can help you raise energy in your space because it's just pure quartz. Rose quartz is quartz as well. Don't forget that, So rose quartz is magnifying and raising energy for love all the time, which is why I think you should wear it. I think you should have a piece in your home. I think you should definitely have a piece in your bedroom. A lot of people, myself included, sleep with rose quartz under our beds, which is why these really awesome natural chunks that are so affordable on sagegoddess.com, it's why these are so great, because this is all purpose, it's affordable, and it's doing the same work as this, which is more expensive just because it's polished. But this is a generator. Generators raise energy in your space. So those are some ideas. And then we're going to work with a perfume today. I'm going to work with Spellbound because it's my favorite. I'll be honest, it's my favorite. Spellbound has a huge loyal following since I created it about 4 years ago. one of the first love perfumes. The first love perfume I ever made was Magica Rosa, which Magica Rosa is really helpful, again, if you're healing your heart. It's a really powerful heart healer. And if you love rose, it's a beautiful rose. It's not your grandmother's rose. It's a very true rose. Tantra is beautiful for passion and deepening relationship. It has jasmine in it, pure jasmine, which is so beautiful, and rose, as well as patchouli. So it's kind of grounding and very sexy. And then Anam is a love drawing blend for your soulmate. So if you're doing that work, Anam might be good for you as well. And then I'm going to smudge a little bit before we start. Always smudge before ritual. Always, always, always. Like, let there be certain things that you just always do. You always want to clear energy before you do any sort of ritual or magical work. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with your space. It just means you want to start with a clean, energetic slate. That's why we smudge. These bundles from Sage Goddess, aren't they beautiful? We make these little, they almost look like little bouquets. And you know, it's so funny as customers say, they're too pretty to burn. You know what I tell them? Torch it. Sage was meant to be burned. But these have all kinds of other added beautiful herbs and flowers. This one has cypress in it, which honors your wisdom and deepens intuition. Beautiful roses in it to bring passion. So I'm just smudging over my space. When I smudge, I like to tell the spirits in the space to work on my behalf, to clear and cleanse the energy of all of the things and people who are here, to remove any energies that are not of the highest and purest vibration, that don't support my highest good in the work I'm doing today. And then I always say Amen, Aho, and so it is, which is just a nice closing. And so, and then you want to put out your sage so that it doesn't continue to burn. And that's how sage bundles last a long time. This one will last me for a month, and that's smudging every day. So sage is something that you should have in your collection. Okay, so if you have a candle and a perfume and a gemstone, then you are ready to go. I'm going to light my love candle. And sometimes it's nice to say an affirmation before you light your candle. So as I light this candle, I commit the work I'm doing today to love. And I commit to receiving and enjoying and experiencing love on a deeper and more profound level in my life. And you can just close your eyes and let me say those words for you, or you can write them down, or you can write your own love invocation. But I commit to experiencing, enjoying, and expressing love in the world, both for myself and for others. So it is, as I light this candle. Why do we work with perfumes, candles, and gemstones? I'll tell you. Because when you use all three, you're honoring the four elements. This is the element of fire, and also the element of air. When you smudge, you're honoring the element of air because you're working with smoke, right? When you blow this candle out, you're also be invoking the element of air when you work with the smoke. I always tell people to watch the direction of the smoke when they blow their candle out, because the direction it goes in has meaning. When you work with perfume, you're working with the element of water. These are essential oils. And so I'm going to anoint myself. I always anoint the same way. I put a little bit on my wrists. It's cute. I created this anointing method, and I've seen people pick it up and use it, and I take that as a compliment, that it's something that resonates with them too. A little bit on my wrists for what I do, a little bit on my third eye for what I know, and a little bit on my ankles for where I go, what I do, what I know, where I go. And that hits most of your major energetic points, crosses the meridians, and is a perfect way of holding the space for that particular element. And then guess what represents earth? Earth, air, fire, water, right? So good. And that's why you want that balance. And ritual balance is really, really important of the four elements, because that's what holds your space. It creates a container. When you hear us talk about energetic containers, how do you create a container? When you are holding the four elements, you have a container, and that's the perfect way, the perfect environment for raising energy. And when you raise energy well in a solid container, that's when ritual work has the most effect. So people will say, well, I'm doing all these things, but I'm not experiencing the benefits. One of my first questions is, what kind of container have you created? Is it a container that can really hold the energy? And a container that can hold the energy is one that's bound by the four directions of four elements, and where you've smudged first and cleared the energy. So I want to invite you, whatever perfume you're wearing, I want you to put your wrists together and take a deep inhale. You know, scent works shamanically by activating our olfactory sense, the olfactory bulb in your brain, which is attached to the limbic system, the oldest part of your brain, which is a subconscious ancient part of you where a lot of your stored wisdom resides. And so when you activate that with scent, because some part of you knows these oils, some part of you may have been working with them for thousands of years, because these oils are not new. Jasmine has been around since time immemorial, right? It's one of the first flowers that was used in perfume ever. So, and that's in Spellbound. It's also in Tantra, which is why those oils are in these perfumes. It's a very intentional creation on my part to try and put oils together that activate a sense within you and also attract spirits who recognize those sense as well. Jasmine is no doubt a flower of love, and it's central. So is rose, very much a flower of love. So just opening your senses and awareness, you've activated the element of fire. Watching the flame activates some of your more subtle senses, brings you into a deeper level and state of awareness. Activating the olfactory senses now and opening that entire, that seat of stored wisdom within your brain, which again is very subconscious. You may not feel it, but you're experiencing it. That's the power of the energy. And now I want you to hold your stone. Crystal healing is so important to me, and it's very, very real. And one of the reasons it works is because these stones have their own vibration, and they attune to vibrations in your space. They can raise the vibration in your space. Quartz is always doing that. And since rose quartz is a variety of quartz, it's a vibration raiser as well. But they also attach and activate and calibrate energies in your chakras, the vibrations in your chakras. And so rose quartz, for me, when I work with it, opens that fourth chakra. And my pieces, I feel like, connect to that heart space and can almost sense the state of being of my heart space. And if the energy, the vibration is too low, it raises it. If the vibration is too high, and that can happen, it lowers it a little bit. And these stones can moderate, and you don't have to do anything to receive the benefit of it, but you do have to work with them. Now, rose quartz does its thing just by being in your environment. One of the reasons Sage Goddess is this incredibly magical place is because it's 12,500 square feet of stones. Probably hard to imagine if you haven't been here. It's overwhelming. It's like Disneyland for crystal lovers. But there are so many stones in this building that sometimes I'm surprised the building doesn't get up and vibrate away. But it hasn't yet. But I'm just saying that, having stones in your environment alone raises a vibration to a point where energetic work is already happening. It's happening on such a deep level beyond your waking level of consciousness and awareness that all you have to do is plug into it, tap into it, but it's already happening. Does that make sense to you? I know it's profound, but this is my experience. So I want you to hold your rose quartz stone. Bring your attention to your breath. Meditation, remember, is nothing more than bringing your attention to your breath. And what you're going to do for this simple ritual is you're going to imagine opening your heart space. Remembering that your heart chakra is the spinning green disc of light. It sits right over your chest. It's about this big. It's about 6 inches in diameter, your heart chakra, and it's sitting right here. And I want you to bring your attention first to your breath as you hold your rose quartz or whichever stone you're working with. And then I want you to bring your attention from your breath to your heart space, to that green spinning disc of light. And I want you to imagine that there's a little door on that spinning disc of light. Imagine that there's a little door there. And that door is the entrance to your heart. And for some of you, that door is closed. And maybe for good reason, maybe you've been hurt. But I want you to take a little moment right now here with me, and this is our ritual. I want you to take a moment to open that door. Open that door to your heart. And I want you to step inside, allow yourself and your energy to step inside that door and really enter into your heart space. I like to imagine pulling the energy of this stone in. So you can even imagine I'm holding it in my left hand, and you can imagine holding it and letting that energy run through your left hand up into your heart. Your left hand is your projecting hand, and that's why I'm using it. That's why I'm pulling the energy from my left hand into my heart, because that's what I'm sending to my heart. You can also hold your stone in your right hand and receive the energy from the universe, from spirit, from source, from your partner. You could hold it in your right hand and have your partner put his or her left hand over the stone. So they're projecting love energy and allowing you to receive love energy. That in itself, my friends, is a beautiful ritual. If you have a partner, hold your rose quartz in your right hand, have your partner put their left hand over yours, and just do the sending and receiving. So good. And then switch, switch roles so that they're holding it in their right hand and you're holding it in your left hand and you're sending and they're receiving. So beautiful. You can do the same thing, light your candle, work with your perfume. But if you're solitary right now, and I am, in this ritual, I don't have a partner here right now, you're doing both roles. So I want you to open that door, pull the energy of this beautiful love stone into your heart space. And I want you to really visualize all of the energy from this stone entering that place in your heart. Allowing the scent of the oils to open your mind to access a deeper level of wisdom about what is needed to open that heart space completely. You can also call upon your guides to support you in this process. They're always there wanting to support you. So guides, we call upon you to help us open our heart space today. Today and all days. Help us to trust and to know. Protect our heart as we open this little beautiful door into our heart space, and help us to fully receive the energy of this beautiful crystal. And notice how you feel right now. Do you feel a sense of warmth and comfort and peace? That's my intention for you, is to feel this energy, this beautiful love energy. And then I want you to do what we call creating a somatic memory of this moment. So it's a body memory, a visceral memory. What does this feel like for you right now? To feel completely in love, to feel held. What does that feel like for you? And then I want you to, this is an optional step, but it's something I've really begun doing with my stones, and I feel like such a beautiful attachment to my stones when I do this. I want you to take the energy of this experience, everything that you're feeling right now, the comfort, the peace, the appreciation. And because your breath is such a sacred vehicle for your energy, your life force, your breath is yours to give. I like to blow the energy of this feeling and this experience into my stone and then hold it. And when you do that, your stone will continue to hold the vibration of this experience for you. And that way, after the ritual, when you take it and place it on your altar, you take it and place it under your bed or wherever you choose to work with it, it will continue to vibrate and to hold this experience for you. And that's how stones become these powerful talismans, that you would never want to part with, because this stone has done work with you and work for you. And it's holding a vibration that's so special for you, That's how you create these memories, experiences with your stones. And it's how you teach your body how to receive and how to discern love. You're teaching your body right now. In this moment, you're teaching your body, you're teaching your spirit, you're teaching your heart space what it means to receive, experience, and hold love. And if you were raised without a lot of love, your body and your soul and your spirit need to learn this. And you need to be a good teacher. And then you can teach other people once you have really learned yourself how to hold that love energy. So guides who have gathered with us, we thank you for connecting with us and helping us to open our heart space today. And before we close, and it's hard to leave this space sometimes, right? It's hard to close a ritual and stop the work because it just feels so good. But before we're finished, I want you to actively see yourself closing that little door. So we're pulling the crystal energy out, closing the door behind us, honoring the work that we have done with our heart space today. Thanking the stone itself for being a good channel, a good transmitter of this love vibration. I'm so grateful for the stone people and what they teach us. And I always like to close by taking one more deep inhale of the essence of the perfume, because then that scent brings you back. You keep that perfume in your purse, and throughout the day when you need to get back to this place, you just roll it on. Nobody knows what you're doing. They think you're just applying perfume. Little do they know. You're reconnecting. You're bringing yourself back in. And then they're going to start smelling it and going, what is that? What's happening with that? You'll say, there's a lot happening with that. So may the door to your heart always be open, today and always. May you know love fully and completely. May you be an excellent and beautiful giver and receiver of love. And may you express that in the world, because I truly believe that's why you're here. That's why I'm here. That's why you're watching me right now. And it's your work in the world too, however it looks for you and whatever roles you have in your life. This is why you are here, to give, receive, and experience and express love fully in the world. So I'm going to blow out my candle, Giving thanks again to the four elements for being present in this ritual, holding space for us and creating a container to raise this incredible energy for love. So it is. And then you can just imagine releasing the energy of this beautiful container that you've created. Namaste, dear one. I see you. I see the divine in you. I'm grateful for this chance to connect with you and help you celebrate love in your life. It's all around you. You just have to see it. And it's always there. It's always there. I hope you believe. Even when life is difficult, we all go through things in our life that make us question love. Is it real? Are we worthy? All those questions that come up in your mind, just always know you are worthy, and it is there. And the universe has constant reminders for you. You just need to notice. I'll see you soon.